Welcome to Emerging History. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss more videos like this one. In 1977, former beauty queen Joyce McKinney, Miss Wyoming 1973, was arrested for kidnapping Mormon missionary Kirk Anderson from his church, holding him against his will for 3 days in a widely publicized and controversial criminal case. In 1939, New York, a man arrested for cross-dressing is photographed emerging from a police van. The image reflects the social norms and legal restrictions of the era, highlighting the challenges faced by those defying gender expectations. In 1936, August Landmasser, who fell in love with a Jewish woman, later sent to a concentration camp, was photographed before facing his own labor camp sentence. He is remembered as the man who refused to salute Hitler. In 1963 in Wrocław, Poland, a nurse tends to a sick child during a smallpox epidemic. The photograph captures the dedication of medical professionals confronting contagious disease and highlights the public health challenges of the era. In 1961, Louis Armstrong performs for his wife in Egypt. This intimate photograph captures a private moment of the legendary jazz musician abroad, highlighting both his enduring artistry and the personal side of his life during international travels. In the 1980s, miners labor in the Serra Pelada gold mines in Brazil. This photograph captures the extreme physical toil and crowded conditions of one of the world's most infamous gold rush sites, reflecting the harsh realities of mining life. On May 21, 1941, an RAF reconnaissance aircraft captured a photo of the 82-36-foot German battleship Bismarck at 26,000 feet. The image revealed its position, directly contributing to the ship's sinking 6 days later. In March 1943, a truck carries supporters of Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini in Libya. The photograph captures the presence and movement of Axis sympathizers in North Africa during World War II amid the region's intense military campaigns. In autumn 1945, the inner city of Würzburg, Germany, lay in ruins. This photograph depicts the extensive destruction caused by Allied bombings during World War II, reflecting the scale of urban devastation and the challenges of post-war reconstruction. In 1980, Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall are photographed on the set of Popeye. The image captures the actors during production of the live-action adaptation of the classic cartoon, highlighting a unique moment in cinematic and pop culture history. In 1966, a man is photographed fishing aboard a nuclear submarine. The image captures a rare personal moment of leisure amid the high-stakes, secretive environment of Cold War naval operations, highlighting life aboard these advanced vessels. In June 1945, a baby girl poses with her doll, both covered in $1 bills, for a contest sponsored by Carter Chapel AME Church. The photograph captures a unique moment of local culture and post-war community celebration. In 1991, Indian scientists offered coconuts to the isolated Stone Age tribe of North Sentinel Island in the Indian Ocean. The tribe, genetically linked to pre-Neolithic ancestors, is known for fiercely defending their island, with visits ending in 1997. On June 1, 1960, Marilyn Monroe celebrates her birthday on the set of Let's Make Love, greeting children with cake. The photograph captures a rare, joyful moment of the iconic actress interacting with young fans during Feel. In 1920, 3 lace makers were at work in Brittany, France. Their skilled hands crafted intricate textiles, preserving traditional techniques and reflecting the region's rich heritage of artisanal craftsmanship, during the early 20th century. In 1920, a man and an automobile posed inside a tunnel carved from a Washington red cedar stump in Washington, USA. The photograph taken by Darius Kinsey captures a remarkable example of natural engineering and human ingenuity. Around 1904, Raymond Schuyler and 4 of his children were photographed in Worcester, Massachusetts, USA. Captured by William Bullard, this portrait preserves a moment of family life in early 20th century America. In 1974, a Canadian police officer guarded a pharmacy during a flood in Galt, Ontario. The image reflects the community's efforts to protect property and maintain order amid the challenges of severe natural events. In 1898, Serbian-American inventor Nikola Tesla was photographed holding a wireless lamp, captured by Napoleon Cerrone. The image highlights Tesla's pioneering work in electrical engineering and his experiments with wireless power transmission. In 1930, museum employees in Warsaw, Poland prepared to clean a painting. Their careful work reflects the early 20th century practices of art preservation, ensuring the longevity and continued appreciation of cultural and artistic heritage. After winning 4 gold medals at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, American athlete Jesse Owens visited London. His unprecedented athletic achievements challenged perceptions of race and athleticism, making him an enduring symbol of excellence and determination. In 1917, during the Battle of Cambrai in France, a British Mark IV tank was deployed on the front lines. This early armored vehicle represented a significant development in World War I military technology. In 1953, the McDonald brothers operated their store in San Bernardino, California. This modest establishment laid the groundwork for what would become a global fast food phenomenon, marking an important moment in American culinary history. In March 1921, a train passed through densely packed housing along Kensal Rise, London, England. The scene illustrates the close integration of rail transport with urban life in early 20th century London. In 1956, a 5-megabyte IBM hard drive was loaded onto an airplane. This massive storage device, enormous by modern standards, represents the early era of computer technology and the challenges of data transport at the time. In 1903, the original Harley-Davidson motorcycle factory operated in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA. This humble workshop marked the beginning of an iconic American brand that would come to define motorcycling culture worldwide. In 1889, Lydell Sawyer captured the Black Gate, the spire of St. Nicholas Cathedral, and the Dogleap Stairs in Newcastle, England. The photograph preserves a historic view of the city architectural landmarks. On February 12, 1898, during the Klondike Gold Rush, men lined up at the Custom House in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, to purchase miners' licenses reflecting the rush and excitement of the gold-seeking era. Around 1850, a portrait was created of the 3 Spencer sisters, Martha Elizabeth and Dellie. Restored by Anne Longmore Etheridge, the image preserves a mid-19th century family likeness for contemporary audiences. In 1905, 2 female passengers enjoyed a meal in a London and Northwestern Railway dining car in England. The scene captures the early 20th century experience of train travel and on-board dining etiquette. In the 1870s, the Egyptian obelisk known as Cleopatra's Needle stood in its original location in Alexandria. Egypt, it was later transported to London, England, where it remains a prominent historical monument today. In 1861, a young Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher, was photographed striking a Napoleonic pose. The image captures an early moment in the life of a thinker who would later profoundly influence philosophy and culture. In 1936, two women and a child posed in front of their sod house in Drenthe, the Netherlands. The image reflects rural life and traditional housing methods in the Dutch countryside during the early 20th century. In 1927, cars entered the Holland Tunnel in New York City, USA. As one of the earliest vehicular tunnels beneath the Hudson River, it transformed transportation connecting Manhattan with New Jersey and shaping urban mobility. In January 1945, during World War II, the battleships USS Pennsylvania and USS Colorado led 3 heavy cruisers into Lingayen Gulf, Philippines. This formation reflects the naval strength deployed in the Pacific Theater. In 1908, a Victorian home in San Francisco, California, USA, was moved using horsepower. The remarkable operation demonstrates the ingenuity and determination required to relocate entire buildings in the early 20th century. In 1903, the Wright Flyer lifted off at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, marking the first controlled and powered flight of an airplane. Orville Wright piloted, while Wilbur Wright ran alongside, witnessing aviation history in the making. In 1960, communist revolutionaries Fidel Castro and Che Guevara went marlin fishing off the coast of Cuba. The photograph captures a rare informal moment in the lives of 2 central figures in Cuban revolutionary history. In 1918, the control room of the German World War I submarine SM UB-110 was operational. This confined space directed the vessel's navigation and combat systems, offering a glimpse into early 20th century naval warfare technology. On September 18, 1945, maintenance worker Stan Giddings was photographed by Alec Iverson painting the Sydney Harbour Bridge in Sydney, Australia. The image captures the ongoing upkeep required to preserve this iconic 20th century engineering landmark. In December 1946, a Douglas DC-3 airplane crashed onto the roof of a house in Ruislip, London, England, shortly after takeoff. Miraculously, everyone survived, including a 4-month-old baby who slept through the chaos upstairs. In 1942, Royal Air Force pilot Francis Mellersh took a break at Fairlop Airfield, Essex, England. He got a haircut and read a book while a Supermarine Spitfire stood ready in the background. Around 1902, the head office of Kodak stood on Clerkenwell Road in London, England. This location served as a hub for the company's photographic innovations during the early 20th century, shaping the future of imaging technology. Around 1905, demolition along 7th Avenue in New York, USA, was nearly complete to make way for the construction of Penn Station. The site reflects the city's rapid urban development in the early 20th century. In the second half of the 17th century, a Bible belonging to Francesco Morosini, Doge of Venice and military leader, contained a concealed chamber with a small gun reflecting the intersection of faith and personal security. Around 1910, Tyra Edlund posed with her father, Swedish photographer Per Ellis Edlund, in Östhammar, Uppland, Sweden. The portrait captures a familial moment and preserves the work of an early 20th century Swedish photographer. In 1875, French sculptor Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, designer of the Statue of Liberty, stood in front of the monument as it was under construction in Paris, France, witnessing the creation of one of the world's iconic symbols. In this June 20th, 1961 file photograph, Playboy magazine publisher Hugh Hefner posed with bunny girl hostess Bonnie J. Halpin at his nightclub in Chicago, capturing a defining moment in mid-20th century American entertainment culture. In 1913, a 10-year-old boy in Texas began each day at 3 a.m. before attending school. His routine reflects the demanding labor and educational expectations faced by children in early 20th century rural America. In the late 1800s, a family from Wisconsin was photographed, capturing a moment of domestic life in rural America. The image reflects the clothing customs and familial bonds of the period. In the 1890s, young ladies in Norway were photographed offering a glimpse into the fashion demeanor and daily life of women in late 19th century Norwegian society. The image preserves a moment of cultural history. In 1929, a skyscraper builder was photographed seated 800 feet above the ground. The image captures the daring work and extreme heights faced by construction workers during the boom of early 20th century urban architecture. Louis and Lola, survivors of the Titanic disaster, endured one of history's most infamous maritime tragedies. Their survival offers a personal glimpse into the human stories behind the 1912 sinking of the RMS Titanic. In 1910, a big sister was photographed taking care of her little brother. The image captures a moment of familial responsibility and affection, reflecting the everyday lives and bonds of children in the early 20th century. In the Appalachian Mountains, barefoot children gathered around a mobile book cart. This scene captures the curiosity and resourcefulness of rural youth, highlighting the role of traveling libraries in bringing education to isolated communities. In 1905, a young man dressed impeccably posed to have his photograph taken. The image reflects the era's formal portrait traditions and the importance placed on appearance and presentation in early 20th century society. In 1880, a mother was photographed with her daughter, capturing a tender family moment. The image offers a glimpse into familial relationships and domestic life in the late 19th century. In 1940, people enjoyed a moment of leisure and play on the beach. The scene captures the simple joys and recreational culture of the era, offering a glimpse into everyday life during that time. In 1924, a group of friends enjoyed riding in a new car capable of speeds up to 25 miles per hour. The photograph captures the excitement and novelty of early automobile travel. In 1890, Elk River and his wife were photographed in Montana. The image captures a personal moment in the lives of a Native American couple during the late 19th century, preserving a glimpse of their history and culture. In 1949, Butterfly Boy was photographed in New York City. The image captures a moment of childhood whimsy, reflecting post-war urban life and the innocence and imagination of children in mid-20th century America. In 1924, the Burger Gang bootleggers from southern Illinois posed with guns. The photograph captures the dangerous and lawless world of Prohibition-era America, reflecting the rise of organized crime during the early 20th century. In 1913, one of America's youngest newsboys, just 4 years old, worked in Florida. The image highlights child labor practices in the early 20th century and the responsibilities placed on children in that era. A century ago, window washers wore suits to work. This photograph illustrates the formal dress standards of the early 1900s, even in physically demanding occupations, reflecting societal expectations of professionalism and appearance. At the time, Joe LaForce was a legendary lawman of the American West, best known for interrogating Tom Horn, securing a confession that led to Horn's execution. Later in life, LaForce wrote a manuscript recounting his outlaw pursuits. In 1873, the old mission church at Zuni Pueblo, New Mexico, was photographed from the plaza. The image captures the historic architecture and central role of the church within the community during the late 19th century. Around 1900, Elm Street in Dallas, Texas, presented a snapshot of early 20th century urban life. The street scene reflects the architecture, transportation, and daily activities of a growing American city at the turn of the century. Circa 1868, C Street in Virginia City, Nevada stood at the heart of a mining boom triggered by the 1859 Comstock lode discovery of silver and gold by Irish immigrants, James McLaughlin and Peter O'Reilly. Around 1890, a Native American woman from Taos Pueblo in New Mexico was photographed. The image preserves a moment of daily life within the Pueblo community, reflecting the cultural heritage and traditions of the region. For many years, this photograph was mistakenly identified as Rose Dunn, the Rose of Cimarron, and member of the Wild Bunch. In reality, it shows a prisoner posing as her, illustrating the era's myths and misidentifications. Around 1889, young Burl Morrison posed with his dog in front of their sod house in Custer County, Nebraska. Photographed by Solomon D. Butcher, the image captures daily life on the Great Plains between 1900 and 1925. Two women operated an early model of the cotton gin. The photograph captures a moment of agricultural labor, reflecting the continued reliance on mechanized cotton processing in rural communities. Circa 1889, the Deadwood coach operated during the same year. South Dakota became the 40th U.S. state. The image reflects the transportation and frontier life of the late 19th century American West. Circa 1896. This photograph shows Commerce, Texas looking east, founded in 1872 by William Jernigan and Josiah Jackson. The town grew steadily from its first businesses, forming the foundation of a thriving Hunt County settlement.